morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with the Pastor. What do I do when doubting can cause a bad result? John 14, most surely I say to you, he who believes in me, the works that I do, he will do also, and greater works than these he will do, because I go to my Father. And whatever you ask in my name, that I will do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you ask anything in my name, I will do it. Well, you got Acts chapter 3, now Peter and John are going up to the temple, and at the gate beautiful there is a, uh, a, a beggar. He is crippled from his whole life. He never walked. And seeing Peter and John about to go to the temple, he asked for alms. Now, we know that under the law, the alms are a requirement, and he's begging outside the gate beautiful. That means he's an official beggar. He's been certified that his condition is real. And so they said, look at us. And he's supposing that they were going to put a big contribution in his plate, stops and looks at them. And they say this, silver and gold I do not have, but what I do have I give to you. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, rise and walk. And they took him by the right hand and lifted him up, and immediately his feet and ankle bones received strength. First of all, here's a guy who's never walked his whole life. So this is an adult guy that has never walked. And you can only imagine it was snap, crackle, and pop as the bones were literally forced into place. And because of that incident, because the man comes into the temple leaping and jumping, and the first thing he wants to do is worship. Now the Sanhedrin has a problem, and through the hands of the apostles, many signs and wonders were done among the people, and they were all with one accord in Solomon's porch. This is the part of the temple. Yet none of the rest dared join them, but the people esteemed them highly. And believers were increasingly added to the Lord, multitudes of both men and women. And so they brought the sick out into the streets and laid them on beds and couches, that at least the shadow of Peter passing by might fall on some of them. Also a multitude gathered from the surrounding cities to Jerusalem, bringing sick people and those who were tormented by unclean spirits, and they were all healed. Well, let me tell you something. There's nothing recorded in the Gospels that Jesus' shadow ever healed anyone. And Peter's shadow must have healed people, because they wouldn't have brought them people out into the streets to get healed if that didn't work. And they brought people from far away so that they could get healed. These are the greater works, because people shadow healing them, stadiums full of people. Jesus never preached to that kind of crowds. Well, and the same thing I remember when Reinhard Bonnke preached to over 1 million people in the streets of Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. Just an incredible thing of just people getting saved, people getting healed. Even one guy that was reported to have been raised from the dead. That's amazing. But if I don't believe any of these things, if I don't trust them, if I say, well, I think there was something going on there, I don't really believe that miracle, then what can we do? What can we do about that situation when I don't believe? God bless you, and we'll see you again tomorrow.